Hey y'all, so I played Phoenix Springs, which just recently came out on the PC. I played it through Steam. It's a point-and-click adventure game. It's a classic going around trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing and where. You don't get a whole lot of direction on what you need to do. You just kind of have to walk around, click on everything you can to find out what you need to do. You know, a lot of these games, you have ones like Monkey Island that brings some humor into it and that sort of stuff. This one doesn't have that vibe at all. It's super serious. You play as a character whose brother's gone missing. You're trying to figure out what happened to him. And you get teleported to different areas, but the way they do it is like so unique and different. It's kind of hard to describe. You're, you know, looking through areas, and then at some point you might come across an object or something, and then that reminds the character of something else. And next thing you know, you're being teleported somewhere else. You're like, oh, I didn't know this is where it was going, but here we are. The voice acting is pretty good. The main character, she's the one that is saying everything. So even when the other characters are talking to the main character, she's the one that's narrating what they're saying. So it's all based on the main voice actor, who I think is pretty good. You need somebody that has talent to be able to pull that off if that's the only voice you're hearing. Again, Scott, in the detective noir field, there's always that, you know, voiceover as you're trying to solve whatever is going on. And they delve into that pretty hard. The thing that makes this game special, though, is the art style. I've never played a game quite like it with this art style. It's so unique and different, and it's really cool. I imagine this took a while to make. I imagine this took quite a long time because it's this old kind of 80s retro-y, retroscopy sort of animation, but it's crisp, it's clear. It uses like colors a lot in terms of just dark and a little bit of brightness, but it's very strong. The colors very stand out. They're in your face all the time. Whether it's the main character's hair or, you know, writings on the wall and stuff you interact with. They really pop out these colors. So where you'll be walking around and there'll be like blackness kind of around the area, but then the center you'll have all this stuff, and it just, you know, they complement each other pretty well. And it was really nice. You know, you point and click to where you need to go. The character will move on their own. Sometimes it has a classic, you point at something and the character will either take the longest route possible to get around or just kind of get stuck, but that's kind of part of the charm of these games. So I don't know if that's probably intentional at all, but it's kind of nice to have it because it does harken back to those old school point adventure stuff. Yeah, it's a puzzle, brain thinker, nothing too crazy, no action or anything like that. So if you're into the narrative stuff, you're into puzzles, this is going to be a game for you. I'm a couple hours into it, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's a game that you're just kind of slowly moving through. You're just living in the moment, and you're not like trying to rush through it or anything like that. So be sure to check it out. It might be flying on the radar a little bit, but I remember first seeing a trailer for this at a game showcase, and that art style immediately called me, and I'm glad I was able to actually play it and experience it, and I think more people should. I played this one on PC, and it ran totally fine even on my older PC, and so you can check it out there. You can get it on Steam.